It has been a rough 24 hours. Let me explain. So, why I'm making this video is I want to bring into the light of what's been going on. Not just because of my sake, but for anybody else that's watching this video and is going through the same thing as I'm going through. The message for this video, key theme, don't give up. Don't give up. Please do not give up. Don't. With that being said, there was a really bad incident that happened yesterday in terms of myself, and this is not going to be a Pokemon Go video, this is not going to be a tips video, but like I said, this is going to be something that I need to shed a light into, not just because of my sake, but just for the world's sake, for people who are dealing or battling with the same things that I'm going through. So yesterday, after I went to my physical therapy for my back, I went out to dinner to McDonald's to get me some food. And after I ate dinner, I went to UK campus, parked, and there was a voice in my head that told me that, hey, you're worthless. You don't deserve to live. Everything around you is falling apart. Which is true because I lost both my jobs. One due to my back, two being to tending to my mother who has ovarian cancer. I've been stressed, I've had anxiety, I've had depression. All the three has been amplified. Ever since, I lost both my jobs, and like I said, dealing with my mom because she has ovarian cancer. I've been dealing with stress because I've had no money to pay for my rent, to pay for my bills. Everything is just piling, and it kept piling, and it kept piling, and it kept piling until I just could not, support it anymore. I couldn't do it, and my mind and all the negative energy and the negative thoughts and the voices kept saying, it would be quick and easy if you could just give up your life, because, it's not gonna hurt, right? It's not. It's quick and easy. The pain will be just for a split second and then you'll be gone. I've always watched and heard so many people, like over the news or just stories of other people that I've always looked up to, that, people committed suicide, over for reasons that either they just didn't have a support system, they didn't have anybody to go to, they couldn't speak up, they were too afraid to reach out for help, they were, having the fear of being judged by society because they were ashamed of reaching out to get help. Well, after seeing all those people and all those people around the world that have actually did that, I want to reach out to you and to let you know that there is hope. If you take the time and if you reach out and you grab someone and just get help. Like I said, for me, I almost went down that road last night. My plan was I was going to go to UK campus and play basketball for one last time, because basketball is my thing. If people don't know, I love basketball. That's like my sanctuary for peace and my promised land to go to when, I'm feeling these type of emotions. But my plan was to go play one last final time in the life that I had and, drop everything that I had, my keys, my phone, everything, and just run away, find a place nearby, and just take my life. That was my plan. Not a really good, thorough, strategic plan, but, it's a plan. But something in me told me not to go play basketball and do that, because if I went to go play basketball, then I think that would have spelled the end for me in terms of that situation, from listening to the voices. Instead, I fought with everything. I fought with everything in me to not go, and do that. Instead, I listened to the positive thoughts, the good voices in my head, and I listened to people and it told me to go get help. So I know this isn't going to be a really fun thing to say, but I reached out to social media because that was my way of screaming for help, because that was the last bit of a part of me that was saying I needed help. And as expected, I got endless phone calls, endless messages. My phone just blew up. And I didn't look at the messages, I didn't look at the phone calls. I just wanted to be alone, I wanted to be isolated, I wanted to just be away from everyone, to just clear my mind, to walk and, to do my own thing. And so finally something in me clicked, and it said, you need to go to UK Hospital and you need to go get help, because if you don't do it now, it'll be too late. So I went and got help. I went to UK, I called my stepmama, I called my stepmother, I called my dad, I talked to a bunch of people just a few people to let them know like what was going on, and I checked myself into UK Hospital. I knew that I needed help, so that's where I went. I checked myself in at about, I would say, between 9:30 and 9:50 p.m. and the police were called. Everybody was on alert, trying to figure out where I was. And like I said, my friend Danny, she found me. Like I said, she had the police come and find me at UK, which they actually found me at UK Hospital, and it was just a rough time. I couldn't understand it. I was feeling so many emotions. Like, I felt numb, and I just had nowhere to go. Like, I had legitimately hit rock bottom. I was afraid of losing just everything. Something in me it wanted to live. It yearned the fact to live. And I don't know what it was. I can't really explain it. So they put me in this room after I got checked in. My friend Brianna, my friend Sky, my mother, and Danny all stayed with me through the whole night to make sure that I didn't do anything, which I didn't. And, it's weird because, like I said, it hasn't hit me yet. Like, all the support and all of everyone that's reached out and, told me, like, hey, thank you for being alive, you've impacted us so much, you did all these things. Like, it hasn't honestly hit me yet, and I think it's because I'm still numb in terms of my emotions. Like, it's a day-by-day process, and I'm just trying to figure stuff out. I'm trying to, like, rebound and just get my feet back underneath me, because I've just hit a rough patch in my life. I've wanted to cry, but I just could not cry. I can't cry because I just don't have any tears to, shed at this moment. So, don't think that I don't appreciate, like, the support and everyone's well wishes and prayers, because I really do. It's just like I said, I just feel numb right now because I'm still trying to get over it. I'm still trying to recover. I'm still trying to mentally get myself back on the right path to where I was. And like I said, for those in the Pokemon Go community, or wherever you all are, like, if you are going through something and you are afraid to reach out, and you are afraid to get help, don't be afraid, because that's what the voices inside you want to believe. They want you to believe your anxiety and everything wants you to believe that you can't go out and get help, because if you don't get help and you let those voices take command of you and your mind process, that will be the end. Do not let those voices grab you by the neck and tell you what they want you to hear. Go out and go get help. Do not take your life, because that is a no-no. That's a no-go. Don't do it, because you are loved by so many people that you don't realize. You do not realize how big of a support system that you have in your life. Do not do it, because if you take your life, you are not just destroying your own life, you are destroying many other people's lives in the process, because you have done something to impact their life, whether you realize that or not. So if you think you are alone, do not think you are alone. I thought that same thing. I always thought that I was alone in everything that I've had to go through. I always thought that. I always thought that I was alone. I always thought that no one could understand and comprehend the things and the emotions and the things that I've had to deal with. Because I've had to deal with a lot of stuff in my life, and I'm not just trying to say that and to compare that, I'm different from everybody else, because I am the same thing as everybody else. We all have our battles. We all have our negative energies and demons that we fight with every single day we wake up. Don't let the darkness consume you. Do not let it win. Do not let the darkness win. Don't. Get help. Reach out and call somebody. It doesn't matter who it is. Talk to somebody. Go to a hospital. Call a suicide hotline. Do something, because time is on the essence, and there's not much time, because not every day in our lives is guaranteed. There is someone out there right now watching this video that is contemplating suicide, that is contemplating taking their own life. I want to sit here and tell you to do not do it, because you are loved. You are loved. Just like how everyone came out to me, there is always going to be someone that's always going to be there for you, whether you realize that or not. I know I sound like a broken record, but I'm trying to put this on the street and let you all know that I want you here. Whether if I don't know you or not, I want you here. I want you here, and I want you to be here on this world, because as shitty as this world can be, and excuse my language, but the world is a beautiful place. The world can be wonderful if put in the right circumstance, if the right people walk into your life. If you are dealing with depression, anxiety, I want you to message me. I don't know whoever you are, whoever's watching this video, I want you to reach out to me, because I want to talk to you and to let you know that everything is going to be okay. Everything is going to be fine. Don't go through this alone.